Yes, the UFC and Fox have agreed to a 7-year multimedia deal, as reported by ESPN.com from Josh Gross. It was reported that the Ultimate Fighting Championship and Fox Sports Media Group announced a 7-year multimedia rights agreement. That was really the biggest one for a mixed martial arts organization of its time with a major television network. The Sports Business Daily Journal reported that the bidding had reached an average of $100 million a year for this deal. Now, with part of the agreement, the UFC will actually come up with at least 4 live events per year, which will air on primetime TV or late night TV on one of the Fox broadcasting networks. The first scheduled card was November 12th in Anaheim, California, that really kicked off the partnership. But also part of this deal, there is additional programming with FX, Fox Sports Net, Fuel TV, and some odd other distributors. FX is hosting up to, I believe, 32 live fight events a year, usually Friday night fights, which will include 6 UFC cards, completely revamped, part of the promotional reality program, The Ultimate Fighter, which is running on Spike TV. As reported by Josh Gross, it's kind of amazing to see that the relationship between the UFC and Fox started 9 some odd years ago when Fox Sports Net aired UFC 37.5. At that time, it was the first mixed martial arts event to air on a national broadcast station. Believe it or not, Fox actually pulled in a lot of ratings, from the organization, but they weren't really ready to commit to a deal because the UFC was kind of on shaky ground. Nobody knew how MMA was going to be, taken by the general public, and there's really no defined market for them. So Fox kind of held back a little bit and waited to see how the UFC was going to grow. And I guess once they established themselves as a credible and the leading organization for mixed martial arts, Fox jumped on the deal. As reported by ESPN.com, I think the great part about the negotiations, at least in the UFC's benefit, is that UFC was actually able to retain the full production control over the look and the feel of all their broadcast, which working with a big broadcast station like Fox is huge. That UFC was able to still put their brand, their image, what they wanted, and their agenda was still going to be the top priority, although they were going to be able to be displayed on the big name of Fox Broadcasting. So that was amazing.